It's 8 o'clock right now. Crews respond to reports of an explosion in the town of Albion. We've got the details coming up. Plus, commissioning the Navy's newest combat ship, Beloit, what it's for and the reason for its naming. And later news on the Trump transition, the latest additions to who he intends to serve in his next administration. This is Weekend Mornings, and we thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Kyle Pazurski. It is Saturday, November 23rd. We begin by taking a look at the first warm forecast. Meteorologist Jacob Madison, he tells us it's going to be a pretty quiet weekend. Good morning, Jacob.
Good morning, Kyle. Let's start by looking outside at the Queen Bee radio sky cam in Platteville, showing plenty of cloud cover. Can't see any moisture right now, but it definitely could be falling very lightly out there. And if we take a look at the current radar, we could see some scattered flurries across the region. We're certainly not expecting any accumulation, but we could continue to see some flurries and light rain, especially during the morning hours. But again, anything that does fall will be very light. Looking at the forecast throughout the day, we're going to continue to see cloud cover, but we're not expecting widespread rain or snow. If it does precipitate, looks like it will be in the form of rain later in the day with some flurries right now, as temperatures will warm up into the 40s. But for the most part, mostly cloudy skies, a few peaks of sunshine in the afternoon, very little precipitation. Looking at the current temperatures, mostly in the 30s across the area. Some areas are below freezing, but a lot of the region, especially for Madison and surrounding areas, in the middle to upper 30 range. So as we take a look at the forecast, again, some light precipitation is possible in the morning, but later in the day, we're likely going to be dry with just a few peaks of sunshine. Winds not really a factor. Highs will be in the lower 40s. For La Crosse, you'll see that those peaks of sunshine a little bit earlier, but temperature-wise, pretty similar, lower 40s, very little wind. Now, we're not expecting a lot of moisture going forward, but we are expecting much colder temperatures. I'll talk more about that coming up a bit later.
All right, Jacob, thank you. We'll check back in just a bit. Now to our top stories here at 8. We learned early this morning of a heavy fire and rescue response in the town of Albion for reports of explosions overnight. Rock County Dispatch tells News 3 Now a call came in at around 3:30 to a house with a detached garage on Academy Drive. This is in the southern part of Dane County, close by the county line with Rock County and the I-90 interstate. There's no word on if this was an accident or the result of any suspicious activity. The combat ship USS Beloit is set to be commissioned today. The U.S. Navy's newest ship is 387 feet long, Freedom variant combat vessel. It arrived in Milwaukee this past weekend. The ship adopted its namesake in 2018 and construction began in 2020. Named to honor Beloit's long role as an engine manufacturer for Navy ships and submarines, the USS Beloit is full of Wisconsin iconography, from its Badger mascot to elements inspired by local Beloit businesses to banners honoring the Ho-Chunk Nation. Wisconsin's gun deer hunting season begins today, and there is one significant new change for hunters this year, making air guns legal to use. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources says hunters from all over Wisconsin are ready to go, and this year's 9-day season runs through December 1st. President-elect Donald Trump continues to fill out his potential cabinet picks, announcing new names for key positions overnight. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has the latest on the list.
While he remains in Mar-a-Lago, President-elect Trump's future administration continues to take shape. Late Friday, he made a flurry of cabinet announcements. Among them, Scott Bessent, a billionaire investor and hedge fund manager, as Secretary of the Treasury. He'd be key to the president-elect's plan for tariffs on many foreign-made goods. Bessent is openly gay and would be the first gay cabinet member to serve in a Republican administration if confirmed. Trump also announced former Congressman Dr. Dave Weldon as his pick to run the CDC, Dr. Jeanette Neshawat, a Fox News medical contributor, as U.S. Surgeon General, and Dr. Marty McCary as FDA Commissioner. NFL veteran Scott Turner has been chosen to run the Department of Housing and Urban Development, and Congresswoman Lori Chavez DeRemer as Labor Secretary.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Russ Vought will be nominated as Director of the Office of Management and Budget. He served in the role in the previous Trump administration and was an architect of Project 2025, the conservative plan to overhaul the government.
They threw due process, fundamental fairness, and our Constitution out the window.
Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi replaced former Congressman Matt Gaetz as the nominee for U.S. Attorney General. Gaetz withdrew his name amid questions about whether he could be confirmed. His next step is unknown.
I'm still going to be in the fight, but it's going to be from a new perch.
Gaetz said he will not return to serve in the House in January. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Additionally, President-elect Trump secured another legal victory on Friday with a New York judge announcing he will postpone sentencing in the hush money case, saying he will hear arguments about whether the case should be thrown out entirely now that Trump is heading back to the White House. On Wall Street Friday, stocks were in the green across the board, finishing the pre-holiday stretch with its fifth straight winning session. Cyclical stocks that track economic growth beat tech to lift major indexes. Here's a closer look at Friday's numbers. The Dow finished up 426 points. The Nasdaq was up 31, and the S&P 500 gained over a little more than 20. The U.S. Supreme Court has agreed to wade into a fight over Congress's ability to delegate power to federal agencies. The major appeal is opening the next chapter in a decades-long effort by conservatives and business interests to reduce the power of the federal government. Friday's appeal was filed by the Biden administration. At issue is the latest case with the mechanism used to fund the multi-billion-dollar Universal Service Fund, through which the Federal Communications Commission provides reduced-price phone and internet services for rural schools, low-income families, and others. The decision in the case could impact the ability of Congress to delegate power to other agencies. In more local news, the fate of the man accused of groping children while working at the Oregon-Wisconsin pool is unknown at this time. This after a judge declared a mistrial after jurors returned from a day of deliberations in deadlock. James Meacher is charged with 3 counts of second-degree child sexual assault, and he's accused of groping 2 young boys while teaching swimming lessons in 2022. Earlier this week, both of those boys and their mothers testified. Meacher denies the allegations and will now remain out of jail on bail and will be back in court for a status conference on December 16th. Development plans on the site of a 2018 explosion in Sun Prairie have come to an abrupt halt. The city council was expected to approve final development plans this week, but instead delayed their vote. And as News 3 Now's Maddie Heims explains, the decision caught the city's mayor by surprise.
The explosion that destroyed several downtown buildings and killed 1 firefighter has left the corner of Sun Prairie's Main and Bristol streets empty for years. Sitting on the unoccupied lot, a small memorial for the lost firefighter, Captain Cody Barr.
The person gave their life for the community. You would think the community would make an effort to get this developed and back into productive use with a recognition of what occurred at that point in time. And here we are now 6 years later, and we're still struggling with it.
The city council approved plans for a $41 million development back in August, confirming that their intent is to move forward on plans including a hotel, restaurant, and apartment complex. But a $7 million incentives package laying out agreements between the city and project developer JCap Real Estate left the council on pause this week.
Any other negotiations between the city and developer on specific things like the exterior appearance or the interior features of the building, they would be in that development agreement.
That agreement left without a vote on Tuesday. The council will now turn back to the developer for further discussions. The mayor says the proposed 4-story apartment building would help fight the housing shortage Sun Prairie faces alongside most of Dane County. But above all else, Esser says the lot would be a step towards healing for the community.
It would be good if we got it done and recognized the firefighter and just got it back to the way it ought to be.
That's News 3 Now's Maddie Heims reporting. The city council will meet again on Tuesday, December 3rd, and that will be the earliest they could vote on the matter, but there's no guarantee that the project will be on that next agenda. Time now, 8:08 here on your Saturday morning. Still ahead, how some adverse weather is causing delays for travelers across the country. Plus, Jacob is back with a look at our forecast as we take a look outside at the state capitol this morning. This is Weekend Mornings.
Jalen Banks, News 3 Now at 6 and 10, weekends moving forward.
Steinhoffel's Black Friday deals start right now. Get the season's best prices on amazing bonus buys like a Sealy mattress just $199. This rocker recliner only $349. A sofa $599. A dining table now $699. Or a queen bed only $799. And with Steinhoffel's special 18-month financing, your new room just got more affordable. Black Friday savings start now, in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun to drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
It's never a good time for migraine, especially when I'm on camera. That's why my go-to is Nurtec ODT for the acute treatment of migraine with or without aura and the preventive treatment of episodic migraine in adults. It's the only migraine medication that helps treat and prevent all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec ODT. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
People depend on me. Without a migraine, I can be there for them. Talk to your doctor about Nurtec ODT today.
It's Hy-Vee's Thanksgiving sale, Friday through Wednesday. Hy-Vee canned corn or green beans, just 59 cents. Hy-Vee butter, just $3.49. 6-pack bottles of Pepsi products, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. 5 pounds of gold medal flour, just $2.48. Hy-Vee cream cheese, 3 for just $5. And Hy-Vee shredded bar or cubed cheese, just $1.99. Save in-store and online, Friday through Wednesday, only at Hy-Vee.
I would never forget the picture that I have. I'm the only one that's not smiling. Even though I'm with my close friends, I felt alone. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel confident. When I got Invisalign, I built my confidence. It was the best investment that I could do.
Macy's Black Friday deals start now. Don't miss sweaters starting at $14.99. Suits, blazers, and more starting at $99.99. And the season's standout boots, $19.99. Free shipping starts at $25 at Macy's.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Good morning, everybody. Here's a look at the 3 things you need to know. We're going to be mostly dry this weekend, but as I showed earlier, we are seeing some light precipitation right now, and that's really the only kind of precipitation that will be in the forecast, just some light mixed rain or snow. We are going to see a precip chance Monday, especially Sunday night into Monday morning for areas north of Madison. And then the big story, though, will be the fact that it's going to be very cold once we get to Thanksgiving, but especially after Thanksgiving. So here's a look at the forecast starting this afternoon. Again, those light showers and flurries will clear up pretty quickly. And we're going to continue to see cloud cover, though, so we could maybe continue to see some of these light flurries or sprinkles at times during the afternoon. But clouds are going to continue overnight into Sunday. Once we get to Sunday evening, we'll start to see some showers develop in the central portion of Wisconsin. But it looks like everywhere from the Dells southward will be dry. However, you folks in La Crosse, and especially up north towards Eau Claire, some rain is definitely in the forecast later tonight into tomorrow morning. It looks like it will start out as rain with the snow staying north of you folks in the northern portion of Wisconsin until we get to Monday morning where temperatures cool down, and on the back end of the system, some snow is possible. Now, once we get to Monday afternoon, still seeing that snow up north towards La Crosse and Eau Claire, but most of southern Wisconsin just expected to see fairly dry conditions, maybe some passing snow showers later in the day on Monday. But as we get into Monday night, then the clouds will clear out of the area. So looking at the weekend forecast for Madison, high temperatures mostly in the 40s across the area, middle to upper 40s for Sunday, so it will be a bit milder there. But these will easily be some of the warmer temperatures we see going forward because those temperatures are going to drop quite a bit. But before I talk about the temperatures, I do want to mention the precip chances just overall through next Friday. We do have another chance of some small precipitation Tuesday night, but for the most part, we're not expecting a lot here in southern Wisconsin. So much of Thanksgiving week is going to be dry, but it is going to be cold. Here's a look at those high temperatures for the next 10 days. Highs will be in the 30s Tuesday through Thanksgiving, and then 20s for Friday and the weekend after Thanksgiving through the beginning of the following week. So this will easily be the coldest air of the season so far, and it looks like that may even continue as we head towards December. So here's a full look at the 7 to 10 day forecast. Again, cloudy skies today for La Crosse. Could see some of that rain and snow Sunday night into Monday, but from Tuesday through Friday, it looks like we're going to see pretty dry conditions with another chance of snow emerging next weekend. and it will all be snow if it does precipitate, because those temperatures will be very cold. Highs in the lower 20s, maybe even teens, with lows potentially in the single digits at times. So we're definitely going to feel like winter next week. And even on Thanksgiving, we're going to see some pretty chilly temperatures.
Yeah, on Thanksgiving, I mean, it looks fine. It's going to be a little chilly. I don't know if I told you this. I'm going to be competing in a turkey trot race on Thanksgiving Day.
We'll definitely bundle up.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely be necessary.
Could see some sunshine, though, so that's the good news.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. On to this. Some rough weather conditions across the country caused delays on Friday, and now airlines are watching some storms this coming week that could disrupt some holiday travel. CBS News correspondent Chris Van Cleve has what to expect.
The Thanksgiving travel rush starts now. In LA, a long line of flyers before 4 a.m. Marcel Sanders is heading home to Detroit.
How concerned were you about the travel rush?
I'm always concerned, but this is the best time for me to get home and see my family.
But the potentially record-setting holiday stretch, with more than 31 million expected to fly for Thanksgiving, is starting with some travel troubles thanks to storms on both coasts and air traffic control staffing issues in the New York City area, prompting thousands of flight delays. In Atlanta, Kyla Cox and her young daughter hoped to miss all that mess.
We're nervous. We're running a little late.
The TSA says the Sunday after Thanksgiving could set an all-time record.
Fortunately, our staffing in TSA is also at the highest levels that they have ever been.
AAA expects the surge of holiday drivers to hit full speed by next Tuesday and Wednesday. Nearly 72 million are estimated to hit the road, another record.
American Airlines expects to fly more than 8 million people over Thanksgiving. They'll be served about 7 million Biscoff cookies that, if you lay them all in a line, would stretch almost the distance of a flight from New York to Charlotte. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Burbank, California.
Wisconsin's state tax burden has hit a new low compared to other states. Wisconsin's burden amounts to about 9.9% of personal income, which is down about 0.4% from last year. And this makes Wisconsin the 35th highest tax burden nationally compared to other states, which is the lowest ranking on record. State officials credit rising incomes, limits on property taxes, and income taxes at the lowest rates ever compared to national averages. Meanwhile, housing prices in Wisconsin are high and keep on getting higher. That's according to the latest survey from the Wisconsin Realtors Association. Economic professor Dave Clark explains what this means for homeowners in Dane County.
It's really affecting the supply side. It certainly affects the demand side as well. Buyers can buy have to buy a smaller home or a less desirable home when they don't qualify for as large a loan as they would when mortgage rates are lower.
Clark further says the low housing stock in the Madison area also makes for higher rent prices. Now to news on your health. There's new reports of a pediatric case of bird flu, plus another foodborne illness in the run-up to Thanksgiving. CBS's Nicole Skanga has some of the week's top health stories.
Grocers have issued a major recall after a deadly E. coli outbreak in organic carrots. According to the CDC, E. coli was found on organic carrots sold at major retailers like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and Target. A CBS News analysis found since 2013, foodborne illnesses have increased 42% in regions the CDC monitors. This week, health officials in California are reporting a possible case of bird flu in a child who had no known contact with an infected animal. There have been 53 confirmed human cases across 7 states this year. Health experts say potential human-to-human transmission would be cause for concern.
That is one of the signs of a virus that could be on the verge of becoming pandemic when you have human-to-human transmission. We worry about animal viruses that we have not developed immunity to before.
A teen in Canada is critically ill with a case of bird flu, and the source of that infection is also unknown. People with poor mental health tend to spend more time reading negative content online. A study by University College London found that people in worse moods not only looked at more negative content, it also made them feel even worse. Might be time to unplug. Those are some of the week's top health stories. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
And coming up now on 8:19 here on your Saturday morning, still ahead, Jacob is back with a quick check at today's weather. Plus, there are several new shows and movies to check out this weekend. Will Loper shares his picks and 3 things to watch when we return.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
I need help for my mom. She has dementia. I want a Grace so Mom can get care at home. You know what people say about them? I can't imagine better support through such a painful time. A Grace. Authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn more.
Turkey? Check. Cranberries. Stuffing? Pie? Check, check, check. Potatoes sweet and mashed? Check. Now what about that post-turkey nap? Don't worry. The Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress has you covered. Shop today and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or get 60 months no interest financing and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields. The holidays have always been a special time for everyone in the Fields family. And we have some great news for you.
It's Fields Holiday Sales Event going on right now. New inventory is arriving daily. All new makes and models to choose from, and all with end-of-year pricing.
Happy holidays from Fields during Fields Holiday Sales Event, where you can get a great offer like this.
Test drive the all-new EX90 Recharge Electric and qualify for Volvo's Sign and Drive with first payment waived. Costco members also enjoy a bonus. Go to VolvoCarsMadison.com.
Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Did I miss Black Friday?
Oh, I'd never let you miss Black Friday. It's only the best shopping day of the best shopping season. Plus, I can't curate all these great deals on great gifts by myself.
Well, I hope you got some sleep too.
Oh, the gift guide never sleeps.
Really?
I'm actually very tired.
This holiday season, let Macy's be your guide to gifting.
Cars will break down. And when they do, it's too late. If your car is out of warranty, it leaves you with 2 choices. Get stuck paying for expensive repairs, or one phone call to CarShield. Their administrators pay for your covered repairs so you don't have to. Your coverage includes roadside assistance, towing, rental, and so much more. Plus, with their nationwide network, you choose the mechanic or dealer. Best of all, there's coverage for every wallet size. Make the smart call before it's too late. Call CarShield today.
With many people likely traveling over the next 7 days, here's a look at the weather across the United States. Right now, a lot of moisture out west, and the system that brought snow to our area Wednesday into Thursday still impacting the Northeast. That system in the Northeast will clear out, and then the moisture out west will push eastward. Not really going to see a lot in the central United States, but we could see that impact the Northeast. And then another system is going to move into the United States off in the West Coast, and that system is expected to impact the Northeast around Christmas. So there could be a lot of delays there. Only expecting some light snow here with that system, but still could see a lot of delays up there. But again, our area, not expect to see much moisture. So if you're only traveling around the state, things should not be too bad. But looking at the moisture across the United States, there is going to be quite a bit of it, especially in the eastern half of the U.S. up towards the Northeast and the western half of the United States. So for the next couple of days, going to see some delays out west, and as the system pushes across the United States, we'll see some delays out east early in the week. But as I mentioned, another system is going to impact the Northeast a little bit later in the week around Thanksgiving.
Jacob, thank you. The studios behind Wicked and Gladiator 2 are looking to smash box office records this weekend and even hoping for a Glicked phenomenon on par with the Barbie-Oppenheimer or Barbenheimer combo of 2023. So far, Wicked has made over $19 million at the box office due to early screenings throughout the week. The film adaptation of the Broadway musical is expected to be one of the biggest openings of the year, with estimated sales of about $110 million. While Ridley Scott's Gladiator 2 made $6.5 million in Thursday previews, the sequel to 2000's ancient Roman epic is predicted to open with around $65 million. For those looking to stream content, there's always something new to check out. Our Beloper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
This necklace, my client's family heirloom, has gone missing at Pacific View Retirement Community. You would pretend to be a new resident. You're interested in a tour? We are. And be my source.
A man on the inside. I'm in.
Newly streaming on Netflix is the series A Man on the Inside.
Got your phone? Camera glasses? Recorder? Are you just tapping different parts of your body?
Yes. I left everything in my room. I'm just so excited. I'll be right back.
Ted Danson plays a retired professor who finds a new lease on life by going undercover as a private investigator at a retirement home.
Your first job is to lay low, meet people, start compiling a list of suspects.
Hello, hello, hello. Get out of my room, weirdo.
I don't do yoga. I'm naturally flexible.
All 8 episodes of A Man on the Inside are streaming on Netflix now.
All any of us really want is more time with the people we love.
The sisterhood draws women from many worlds.
Newly streaming on Max is the series Dune Prophecy.
If I lose control of Arrakis, the great houses would feed me to the worm.
The sci-fi series, which takes place 10,000 years before the Dune films, follows the influential sisterhood known as the Bene Gesserit.
We've never seen a force like this. We must act.
The first episode of Dune Prophecy is streaming on Max now.
My mom sent me away.
She did it to keep you safe.
And newly streaming on Apple TV Plus is the film Blitz.
Your son did not arrive at his destination. You're responsible for his safety. Why can't you tell me? Where's my boy?
Steve McQueen directs the World War II drama following a young boy who gets sent away from his mother during the Blitzkrieg bombing, but embarks on an adventure to get back to her. Blitz is streaming on Apple TV Plus now. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for Weekend Mornings.
And coming up next, we got to look at our top morning headlines. Stick around. This is Weekend Mornings.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take $100 off our Doctor's Choice lineup, any size, any model. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife, Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $3,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Badger Lane Chevy dealer today.
I would never forget the picture that I have. I'm the only one that's not smiling. Even though I'm with my close friends, I felt alone. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel confident. When I got Invisalign, I built my confidence. It was the best investment that I could do.
Macy's Black Friday deals start now. Don't miss sweaters starting at $14.99. Suits, blazers, and more starting at $99.99. And the season's standout boots, $19.99. Free shipping starts at $25 at Macy's.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere. And enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
For 5 years in a row, Fry Construction has been voted Madison's best roofer, and it's all thanks to you. Now we're giving back with a special offer. Get 24% off installation when you schedule a full roofing project with Fry Construction. Save big while keeping your home safe, warm, and energy efficient this winter. Don't just beautify your home, beautify it with the experts you trust. Call Fry Construction today to schedule your free consultation.
There's a lot to love about life in the 608. Beautiful lakes, miles of bike trails, great local ice cream.
News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter highlights the people, places, and opportunities that make our communities shine.
The dreamers and doers and donors.
Tell Josh what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
Fundraisers, farmers markets, family events.
In the 608, weekdays only on News 3 Now this morning.
It doesn't get any better than this.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress.
Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take $100 off our Doctor's Choice lineup, any size, any model. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping.
The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Right now at 8:30, Wisconsin's 2024 gun deer hunt begins today. We got the details ahead. Plus, commissioning the Navy's newest combat ship, Beloit. What it's for and the reason for its naming. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on this last half-hour weekend mornings. I'm Kyle Pazorski. It is Saturday, November 23rd. We begin by taking a look at today's forecast with meteorologist Jacob Montesano. Good morning, Jacob. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. If we take a look outside, we're continuing to see plenty of cloud cover. Current condition, 37 degrees, winds west-southwest at 3 miles per hour. Wind's not really a huge factor. If you look closely, not really seeing any moisture falling, but if it is indeed falling, it's not enough to pick up on the camera. Looking at the radar, there does show some flurries across southern Wisconsin and some mixed precipitation here and there. This may continue throughout the morning, maybe even into the afternoon hours, but for the most part, we're just going to see cloudy skies with the possibility of some light flurries. Nothing dramatic is expected in the precipitation department today. As we look at the current temperatures, 30s across the board. Most of Madison and surrounding areas in the middle to upper 30s, with middle to lower 30s a little bit further west towards Iowa and Minnesota. Overall, pretty normal morning temperature-wise for this time of the year. And throughout the day, we're going to have highs in the lower 40s. We're going to continue to see cloud cover, but again, if it does precipitate, it'll be light. We're not expecting anything consistent or heavy. Again, winds are not going to be a huge factor. La Crosse will have a very similar forecast to Madison. A good amount of cloud cover, a few peaks of sunshine here and there, highs in the lower 40s. But I'll talk more in detail about a big cool down on the horizon. All of that will be coming up later.
Jacob, thank you. To our top stories, Wisconsin's gun deer hunting season begins today, and there's one significant new change for hunters this year, making air guns legal to use. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources says hunters from all over Wisconsin are already ready to go. And this 9-day season runs through December 1st and will be followed by the state muzzleloader season. The combat ship USS Beloit is set to be commissioned today. The U.S. Navy's ship is a 387-foot-long Freedom variant combat ship. And the vessel adopted its namesake in 2018 and construction began in 2020. Named to honor Beloit's long role as an engine manufacturer for Navy ships and submarines, the USS Beloit is full of Wisconsin iconography, from its badger mascot to elements inspired by local Beloit businesses and banners honoring the Ho-Chunk Nation. Fire and rescue crews responded to the town of Albion this morning for reports of an explosion. Rock County Sheriff's Office tells News 3 Now a call came in at around 3:30 to a house with a detached garage on Academy Drive. This is in the southern part of Dane County, close by the county line with Rock County and the I-90 interstate. There's no word on if this was an accident or the result of any suspicious activity. President-elect Donald Trump continues to fill out his potential cabinet, announcing new names for key positions overnight. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has the latest on the list.
While he remains in Mar-a-Lago, President-elect Trump's future administration continues to take shape. Late Friday, he made a flurry of cabinet announcements. Among them, Scott Bessent, a billionaire investor and hedge fund manager, as Secretary of the Treasury. He'd be key to the president-elect's plan for tariffs on many foreign-made goods. Bissett is openly gay and would be the first gay cabinet member to serve in a Republican administration if confirmed. Trump also announced former Congressman Dr. Dave Weldon as his pick to run the CDC, Dr. Jeanette Neshawat, a Fox News medical contributor, as U.S. Surgeon General, and Dr. Marty McCary as FDA Commissioner. NFL veteran Scott Turner has been chosen to run the Department of Housing and Urban Development, and Congresswoman Lori Chavez DeRemer as Labor Secretary.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Russ Vought will be nominated as Director of the Office of Management and Budget. He served in the role in the previous Trump administration and was an architect of Project 2025, the conservative plan to overhaul the government.
They threw due process, fundamental fairness, and our Constitution out the window.
Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi replaced former Congressman Matt Gaetz as the nominee for U.S. Attorney General. Gaetz withdrew his name amid questions about whether he could be confirmed. His next step is unknown.
I'm still going to be in the fight, but it's going to be from a new perch.
Gaetz said he will not return to serve in the House in January. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Additionally, President-elect Trump secured another legal victory on Friday, with a New York judge announcing he will postpone sentencing indefinitely in the hush money case. And he said he will hear arguments about whether the case should be thrown out entirely, with Trump now headed back to the White House. On Wall Street Friday, stocks were green across the board, finishing the pre-holiday stretch with its fifth straight winning cycle. Cyclical stocks that track economic growth beat tech to lift some major indexes. Here's a closer look at Friday's numbers. The Dow finished up 426 points, so the Nasdaq was up 31, and the S&P 500 gained just over 20. The U.S. Supreme Court has agreed to wade into a fight over Congress's ability to delegate power to federal agencies. The major appeal is opening the next chapter in a decades-long effort by conservatives and business interests to reduce the power of the federal government. Friday's appeal was filed by the Biden administration. Issue is the latest case about the mechanism used to fund the multi-billion-dollar Universal Service Fund, through which the Federal Communications Commission provides reduced-price phone and internet services for rural schools, low-income families, and others. The decision in the case could impact the ability of Congress to delegate power to other agencies. Time now, 8:36. Still ahead, one of the country's most iconic brands has changed its name. Plus, here's a look at today's day in history.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing. Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Big Beautiful Sectional for just $9.87 with a free ottoman. Big deals.
Black Friday deals.
All month long, up to 60% off list, only at Slumberland. Relax in this power reclining sofa for just $7.97 with a free power recliner. Deals so big, prices so low, all month long. Like this incredible sofa for just $2.98.
Black Friday all month long sale.
Get these deals while they last, only at Slumberland Furniture.
Heck yeah. Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Did I miss Black Friday?
Oh, I'd never let you miss Black Friday. It's only the best shopping day of the best shopping season. Plus, I can't curate all these great deals on great gifts by myself.
Well, I hope you got some sleep too.
Oh, the gift guide never sleeps.
Really?
I'm actually very tired.
This holiday season, let Macy's be your guide to gifting.
This is for all the lonely people, thinking that life has passed them by. Don't give up until you drink from the silver cup and ride that highway in the sky.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes?
While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
A Madison apartment complex that offered harmony to residents, a promise that was shattered by the reality.
Tell these people lies, sell them dreams, give them false hopes.
Poor living conditions often ignored by management and deadly crimes. But when these residents spoke out, they received eviction notices.
It's just retaliation. It's not my fault my son got killed on this property.
Find out what's behind the troubled history here at the Harmony Apartments, who's being held accountable, and what the city is doing to address the problem. A two-part News 3 Now investigation starting Monday at 6.
Well, with us seeing our first snowfall of the season, let's take a look at what we normally see up until this point. Obviously, it's not a ton considering it is still roughly the middle of November. We only see a little over 2 inches, but with that one system we had earlier this week, we had 2.4 inches from it, which does put us a little bit above average so far. Meanwhile, this time last year, we only had 0.4 inches of snow up until this point. Now, as we take a look at the temperatures over the last 2 weeks, pretty much every day has been above normal, but that's going to change quite a bit as we look towards the next 2 weeks. We still will remain above average this weekend, just a little bit, but towards the end of next week, we are going to see temperatures not just below average, but pretty well below average, as high temperatures may only be in the 20s, and by then the average high will be in the upper 30s. So it is certainly going to feel like winter, and that's expected to continue towards the start of December.
Thank you, Jacob. One of the country's most iconic brands has changed its name. Campbell's Soup shareholders have agreed to allow the company to drop soup from its corporate moniker, and it will be known simply as the Campbell's Company. Leaders say there's more to Campbell's these days than just soup, and soup is now a smaller part of the company's sales. Campbell's owns a variety of snacks and foods, including Goldfish, Pepperidge Farms, and Snyder's of Hanover. If you're feeling unmotivated to hit the gym lately, then this story might change that. CBS's Marielle Mose has the story of one woman who proves it's never too late to get strong.
Big belly breath in.
This cross-generational pairing lift each other up.
And whenever we train, it just makes my day.
I picked the right person. I really did.
85-year-old Ronnie Leightonen picked Karina Waite to be her personal trainer at Lifetime Edina for one specific reason.
I liked Karina's because it included being interested in elderly people. And I thought, that would be me.
Karina feels the draw to this generation, too.
My parents adopted my twin brother and I when they were in their 40s. So I already had older parents. So seeing them, like, as I age and they age, and just kind of, that was a big part. Like, how can I help them age so they can stay around longer for my life? So I'm just going to apply resistance. I want you to do a curl.
Ronnie comes to Karina for knowledge, to learn how to properly strength train, determined to stop a common cause of aging.
I was diagnosed with osteoporosis, which really made me mad because I thought I was doing all the right things. I was exercising and I was, eating right, but after menopause, it's very common.
Lifting weights specifically helps strengthen bones, and in Ronnie's case, slow down her chronic disease.
Putting impact on the bone can help the bone repair.
She's testing the limits of that impact.
Done. You just PR'd.
Lifting a personal best while the cameras were rolling.
I really understand what they're doing is keeping us healthy enough we're not using the doctors in the hospitals as much.
Building up her muscles has become Ronnie's new medicine. Marielle Mose, CBS News.
If you are 65 and older, like Ronnie, you are eligible for Medicare's Silver Sneakers program, which can give you free access to several gyms across the country, but it does cost money to have a personal trainer. Now to more local news, the fate of the man accused of groping children while working at the Oregon-Wisconsin pool is unknown. This after a judge declared a mistrial after jurors returned from a day of deliberations in deadlock. James Meacher is charged with 3 counts of second-degree child sexual assault, and he's accused of groping 2 young boys while teaching swimming lessons in 2022. It was earlier this week when both of those boys and their mothers testified. Meacher denies the allegations and will now remain out of jail on bail and will be back in court for a status conference on December 16th. Housing prices in Wisconsin are high and keep getting higher, and that's according to the latest survey from the Wisconsin Realtors Association. Economic professor Dave Clark explains what this means for homeowners in Dade County.
Really affecting the supply side. It certainly affects the demand side as well. Buyers can buy have to buy a smaller home or a less desirable home when they don't qualify for as large a loan as they would when mortgage rates are lower.
Clark further says the low housing stock in the Madison area also makes for higher rent prices as well. Well, still ahead, Zach is in with what you need to know in the world of sports. Plus, Jacob has a look at your first warm forecast as we take another live look outside at the Capitol. This is Weekend Mornings.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
For an attractive offer, visit these GMC dealers today.
Happy holidays from your trusted partner for over 30 years, Avondale Roofing. Steep slope experts since 1988.
Macy's Black Friday deals start now. Don't miss sweaters starting at $14.99. Suits, blazers, and more starting at $99.99. And the season's standout boots, $19.99. Free shipping starts at $25 at Macy's.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-622-9639 or visit getdrainmagic.com. So call 1-800-622-9639 or visit getdrainmagic.com. Order now.
UW Athletics is helping the Goodman Community Center provide thousands of Thanksgiving meals for families in Dane County again this year.
And we want you to join our holiday team. Every donation makes a difference. Donate today at goodmancenter.org.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now, moving forward for you. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Good morning, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jacob Montesano. Here's a look at the 3 things you need to know. We are going to be mostly dry over the weekend with a precip chance Monday, especially for areas north of Madison. But the big story going forward is that we're going to see much colder temperatures starting the week of Thanksgiving right around Tuesday, but it's going to be even colder after Thanksgiving. So here's a look at the weekend forecast. We're going to have high temperatures in the 40s both days, a good amount of sunshine, or a good amount of cloud cover, I should say, with just a few peaks of sunshine. But as far as rainfall goes, we're not going to see much of it, especially in southern Wisconsin. Now, here's a look at the forecast. Some flurries are possible today but that'll be just about it. We'll see some peaks of sunshine later in the afternoon, but we're going to continue to see cloud cover overnight into tomorrow, but we're still expecting mostly dry conditions until we get to Sunday evening, and then that's when we're going to see some showers start to develop in central Wisconsin. At this point in time, Madison and surrounding areas still look to be dry, but areas north of the Dells, this includes you folks near La Crosse and up north towards Eau Claire, some rain is possible Sunday evening into Sunday night. Now that rain will transition into snow as we get to Monday morning, and as the cool air pushes southward, we could see some snow showers dip into southern Wisconsin, but the only accumulation we're expecting will be in central and northern Wisconsin, and even then we're not expecting a ton. But if Madison and surrounding areas will see moisture, the best chance will be Monday evening as the snow dips south. But again, we're not expected to see that much, as the majority of the moisture will stay north of the Dells. Now, as we take a look at, in general, the amount of moisture we're expected to see over the next 7 days, it's going to be very little. The moisture up north, this will be from that system Sunday night into Monday, but even then, we're not expecting a whole lot. Here's the big story, though. High temperatures by Tuesday will be in the 30s, and that's going to continue through Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, highs will be in the 20s, and that's going to expected to continue, at least for now, for the foreseeable future, as we are going to continue to see those 20s into the following week, which is actually the beginning of December. So if we take a look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, although we're not expecting a ton of precipitation, the temperatures will certainly feel like winter. We could see some snowfall next weekend, and obviously because of those temperatures, anything that does fall from the sky will be all snowfall, with certainly way too cold for rainfall to happen. Also want to point out some of the overnight lows next weekend could be in the lower teens to single digits. And as far as wind goes, definitely could be breezy as well, which could create even colder wind chills. So a very winter-like Thanksgiving week. So this weekend will be some of the warmer temperatures we see going forward, with 30s Tuesday through Thursday, 20s for Friday through next weekend and the following week.
The neat thing about holiday tournaments is the location. In years past, Wisconsin has made the trek to Hawaii for the Maui Invite and the Bahamas for the Battle for Atlantis. This year, though, Greg Gard's squad is playing inside the Colonial House, an actual ballroom in West Virginia. Wisconsin taking on UCF in their Greenbrier tip-off opener, and they couldn't have asked for a better start. The swing and then the splash from Kamari McGee had the Badgers foxtrotting their way out to a 21-point lead. McGee scored 14 off the bench, and then later in the first half, more from distance. It takes two to tango, but John Blackwell will take all three of those. Game high 17 from him as Wisconsin gets the win 86-70. It's been nearly a month since Wisconsin women's hockey has played at home, and we all know that's a place that they just don't lose. So far in the 2024 calendar year, the Badgers are 18-1 at LeBron. Casey O'Brien just 2 assists away from tying Sarah Bauer for the most assists in program history. More on her in a minute, but first, Claire Enright taps one home to make it 1-0 Badgers just minutes in the first. Now it's 2-0 later in the period. Wisconsin on the power play, and O'Brien deflects one off a skate, and Lacey Eden sneaks one in and says, make the friendship bracelets and take the moment, because that apple tied the record. Wisconsin wins it 6-1 in the final. Let's face it, this season hasn't gone the way the Badgers envisioned it would. 0-4 against ranked teams on their schedule, and a blowout loss to rival Iowa has Wisconsin sitting 5-5 with 2 games left to play. But the year isn't over. 1 win sends UW bowling. 2, well, that's closing the year with the Axe and the Freedom Trophy both staying in Madison. So the focus right now for Luke Fickell's squad, finish strong.
You have so much, to play for. I mean, you got 2 trophy games left on your schedule. Very, very important to our players and our coaches and our fan base and our state. It means a lot to us to do this thing the right way for our seniors, and to finish well. We don't take that lightly.
The Packers won't have to face Brock Purdy or Nick Bosa on Sunday, as Mike Shanahan ruled both of his stars out with injuries. Brandon Allen will make the start at quarterback for the Niners. Since being drafted in 2016, Allen started a total of 9 games. Wisconsin women's soccer taking on Virginia in the second round of the NCAA tournament. This one went to penalty kicks. Ella Adi goes corner pocket to put the Badgers up 4-2. So Virginia needs to score to keep the game going. And the shot is wide left. And how about this? Wisconsin is headed to the Sweet 16. And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Thanks, Zach. And coming up next, we got some good news for a penguin who got lost. Stick around this week in mornings.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere. And enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
Red 25.
You're going down.
It's a hut.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
I'm open.
Go deep.
Because you'll feel totally protected. Also, your family can pursue their dreams. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic. And it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house. Because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it. All night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. And get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Wisconsin's largest and most spectacular Christmas show, Christmas in the Dells Dinner Show, is now open. It all starts with a 4-course Christmas feast, complete with ham, turkey, and all the fixins. And with new songs, cast and costumes, plus an appearance by Santa. This truly will be a magical holiday season. Enjoy the largest nativity in the state, complete with flying angels and live animals. Get your tickets today at ChristmasInTheDells.com. That's ChristmasInTheDells.com.
Imagine checking your own heart with medical precision from anywhere. Introducing KardioMobile 6L, the FDA-cleared EKG that provides 6 times more heart data than any smartwatch. And it detects 3 of the most common arrhythmias in just 30 seconds, including atrial fibrillation, bradycardia, and tachycardia. Check your heart with the most advanced personal EKG outside the hospital. Our $99 Black Friday deal is here now, our lowest price of the year.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9.
Finally this morning, some good news for a penguin who got a little lost. The only known emperor penguin to have ever swum from Antarctica to Australia was released this week after he waddled ashore a popular beach in Australia. The adult male was found on November 1st in the southwestern part of the country, about 2,200 miles north of the icy waters off the Antarctic coast. A boat traveled for several hours from the city of Albany, Australia, before the penguin was released into the Southern Ocean to go home. He had been cared for by a registered wildlife caregiver who named him Gus after the first Roman emperor, Augustus. Get it? Emperor penguin. Augustus, Gus. All right, Jacob. Final check of the forecast.
I get it. Anyway, here's a look at the full forecast. Pretty quiet, just a few small chances of rainfall the next couple days. Rain or snow, I should point out. And then as we get towards Tuesday, temperatures will be colder. Highs in the 30s through Thanksgiving, and then 20s after Thanksgiving with a chance of snow next weekend. So it's going to be a pretty chilly Thanksgiving week. Definitely very winter-like.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you all for watching. Catch us back here tomorrow morning at 6:30.